What is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here with another video for you guys today. I'm looking at the best Stormtrooper molds in the Black Series. Been doing this little series which is the best Stormtrooper mold in the Black Series. So let's talk about that today. I've just been intrigued to dig in a little more into the Black Series besides reviews and just go over some of the history of the Black Series. I think this will all commence in a kind of Black Series over the years type of video. I don't know yet, but just looking at how Black Series figures have evolved over the years and just different mold choices they've made, different design choices. For the Stormtrooper, I will admit I do not have a lot of the older Stormtroopers, as I am a newer collector, but I do have some older designs. And I will be including, obviously, the Scout Trooper over there and the Snow Trooper in the back there, with these, as I just include them in Stormtrooper category. So we'll look over all these different molds and just how it's evolved over the year. So let's get into it. Alright, so first up here we have the kind of original Stormtrooper look in the Black Series. Don't quote me, but I think this is like maybe the first mold we've gotten in the Black Series way back in the day. And of course, it is an amazing figure. Don't get me wrong. Like, some people probably prefer this look over the newer look, which we will get into. But this is it's a great figure. Like, it really is a good figure, and it can basically look down the sights, pretty close there. I mean, as much as an action figure, most action figures cannot even look down the sights, so like that's pretty darn close. If not, he's wearing a helmet where the eye holes are kind of small, and but I think this is a great figure, and it was almost ahead of its time. I mean, the shoulder or the elbow articulation in general could get up, and then you had those up and down hinges right there. Just an amazing figure. And of course, this is it came with that battle pack, kind of the explosions, and then it had the blaster effect for the gun, which I don't even know if I have any of those pieces anymore. I got this a while ago, but has the battle damage, on it. It's kind of goofy because it's like, wouldn't this be a dead trooper? But, great figure nonetheless. Very cool, in my opinion. Love having it in my collection. I mean, it's just a great figure to have in general. So, I'd give this figure a 7 out of 10. Think it's a great figure, Don't feel like you have to, I just need the new clone or the new Stormtrooper figures. Go back, get some of these older Stormtrooper figures, because the articulation definitely is there on these figures. Next up, we have the Stormtrooper Sand Trooper, I'd call it, that comes on the Dewback. This, I don't know if it's the exact same as all the other Sand Troopers released in the early line of the Black Series, but it is a different sculpt. At least the helmet is, from the previous Stormtrooper I showed you. The helmet is just a tad different, and I don't know if the sculpt is any different, but the weathering, definitely, it's a Sand Trooper, of course. It's got tons of accessories, love this Dewback set. If you don't have it, you could go get it for, under $100 at least, which that's a lot of money, but I don't know, like sometimes it's worth it to go back and complete the sets, I feel like sometimes, but go get a good deal on it. Don't pay over, I'd say over $60 for it. I think $60 is a good reasonable deal for the Dewback set. So, but a great figure. It doesn't stand very well. I'm surprised it's even standing right now. It serves its purpose as to sit on the Dewback. So with that, I'd give it 6 out of 10. If it stood well, and maybe my boys Out of the Basement could articulate this better, but the regular Sand Trooper is a great figure. I personally do not have one, so I cannot speak on it, but if you go check out their videos, they talk about it plenty. It's their favorite figure. So the Sand Trooper, the regular Sand Trooper, not this one, is a great figure. So, but we're talking about the Dewback figure, because I do not have a Sand Trooper, unfortunately. Like just a regular release Sand Trooper, orange pauldron, white pauldron, I think black pauldron. But I have, the Poop Troop from the Dewback set, which, it's a good looking figure sitting on the Dewback. I think, yeah, see, he just does not want to stand. So, again, 6 out of 10. Great looking figure. Accessories are on point, though. So, great looking figure for sure. Next up, we have the Scout Trooper, which right off the bat, I'm going to say 10 out of 10 figure. This figure is amazing. It still holds up in articulation today. Like, this guy just looks amazing. And it may be because I'm a sucker for Return of the Jedi, but this figure is absolutely beautiful, in my opinion. The articulation is on point. Just everything about this figure. The silhouetted cuts. Oof. It's so good. So, 10 out of 10. There's not much else to say. It's a banger of a figure. If you do not have this type of Stormtrooper, the Scout Trooper, go get it, because you absolutely need it in your collection. It's so good. The articulation, everything, the look. Especially if you're a Return fan, go get it. 10 out of 10. And next up, we have the Snow Trooper, which is probably my absolute favorite design for all of the Stormtroopers in Star Wars. I used to love this design as a kid, but the figure is a little bit hindered in the articulation aspect. I hope they give us an update on this figure. I think they could do a lot more and make this figure way better, way more articulated. You could have this in some actual decent poses. I feel like this is almost the only pose you could have it in, besides, maybe raising the arms up a little bit and like turning the head, but like even that just it doesn't look natural for me personally. So I do hope we get an updated version. I don't know if that's going to happen, but great looking figure nonetheless. I mean, I think it's a great looking figure. It's just the articulation, and it being my favorite Stormtrooper design, probably I maybe critique it a little bit more, because I was hoping for more when I opened this figure, and it was barely articulated. I mean, and that has to do with some of the armor choices, like just the armor in general. The head, it's not going to be able to move as well, but I hope they figure out a way just to make it a little bit more articulated in the future. So right now I would give this figure a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10, almost a 7, because the design is immaculate, but the articulation just is not there for me. So 6.5 out of 10. Alright, and now we have the newest mold for the Stormtrooper, just the regular Stormtrooper, all white. This came out with the new Mandalorian figures. Amazing, amazing update. I think that the original Stormtrooper, if we go back to this one right here that I showed previously, it's a great figure. And they updated such an amazing figure and gave us a pinless look to this guy, and he can aim down his sights, and it looks so clean and so good. 10 out of 10 figure right here, in my opinion. One of the absolute best figures. If you just are going by action figure standards, one of the best figures, action figures, in the Black Series so far. I mean, they really just gave us a good figure. Butterfly joints, pinless look, proportions look just better in my opinion. It looks like there is a human in that body. As to the old one, was just a little more skeleton-like, in my opinion. And they also gave us another variation on this body, which is the Remnant Trooper, which, you know, again, my boys at Out of the Basement think this looks like a burnt marshmallow, which I do agree. It looks like a burnt marshmallow, but I love this figure. I just love the battle damage Stormtrooper, and yeah, they're all gonna look the same, however many you get in your collection. But I absolutely love the Remnant Trooper. Just, it's so good to me. I love it. Goes perfectly on my A New Hope shelf, just amazingly, with, you know, my Sand Trooper on the Dewback, and it looks good on my A New Hope kind of Tatooine shelf. So I love this mold. I love what they have done with it so far. They have also given us the Incinerator Trooper, which I will show you guys in 3, 2, 1. They have given us this guy on this mold, which is an absolute banger of a figure. If you don't have it, just, I think this mold has, they've already been using it for different things, and I think it's perfect. I think it's the perfect Stormtrooper mold, and I don't think they could get really any better than this. So let's take a look again. Wait. 10 out of 10 figure, if I didn't say that already. 10 out of 10. But now let's take a look at all of the Stormtroopers again, and I'll rank them from best to worst. Alright, and my final judging for the Stormtroopers are that the new mold, of course, these two guys up front, the new mold, and of course the Incinerator Trooper, and, you know, they're the best. I think, like I just said, it can't go up from there, really. I mean, maybe they could get the helmet just a tad more down, but, you know, it's the epitome of the Stormtrooper mold, in my opinion. They just perfected it. In second place, we have the Scout Trooper right there. You know, just an amazing figure. I'd almost be able to switch these two out of first and second place. And then in third place, right over here, we have the original mold for the Stormtrooper. Still an amazing figure, in my opinion. Still holds up in the collection, you know. He still looks good. And in fourth place, back there, we have the Snowtrooper. Good looking figure. The articulation could be updated, but good looking figure. And in fifth place back there, we have the Sand Trooper on Dewback back there. So that is my ranking for the Stormtroopers. If you disagree, comment down below. I want to know what mold is your favorite for the Stormtroopers. Do you like the marshmallow remnant like I do, or do you like the classic look? I like the classic look, but I'm a sucker for the remnant. I like the look of him. So leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If I'm wrong, let me know. You know, I'd love to know. So if you like the video today, leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all in the next one.